You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, it's pretty clear. Caitlin Clark is the WNBA. And in this case, even the hope of Caitlin Clark is the WNBA, because we've got a little peel back the curtain action during this video. The ratings have come out for the first Indiana Fever playoff game, as well as the ratings for the 2025 season. It's not good. It's not good. And I want to point something out before we go too far. Yeah, you see the front office sports. You see the media trying to spin this. All right? They're trying to spin this. Following the historic 2024 season, the WNBA delivered a slight viewership increase. The 2025 WNBA season averaged 969,000 viewers across ESPN networks, ION, and CBS, a 3% increase. Let's dig a little deeper, shall we? ESPN and ABC, 25 games, 1.3 million views, plus 6. CBS, 9 games. By the way, including, I believe, the biggest one of the year, and Caitlin Clark played in it. 1.27 million, up 16%. But look right in the middle at ION Network. Now, guys, ION Network is free. You can watch it for free if you've got a Roku TV, a Roku stick, or ION is available. I know it's available on my YouTube TV, and it's also a free over-the-air antenna channel. Just like ABC, just like CBS, literally, if I hook up an antenna in this house, I get ION Network for free. You don't have to have cable, none of that bullshit. Take a look at something very interesting. ION Network showed the majority of all games, 30 of them. 627,000. Their viewership was down 6%. 6%. And I'm going to tell you how bad this has gotten. Guys, you notice I don't do as many ratings videos as I used to. It's because 30 games were on ION. Guess what? You can't find ION ratings anymore. You can't find WNBA ION ratings anymore. They mysteriously disappeared. You want to know why? They obviously were not good. They obviously, ION and the WNBA, somebody made it a priority to hide those ratings. Right here, this is the TV ratings guide. This is where I get ratings a lot of times. I do from other sources as well, but used to be you could scroll right down through here and ION would be listed, or ION would be listed up here. It's nowhere to be seen. Now, this is a Thursday game. It would normally be a Friday. But the point is, you get the point. Let me just show you how bad it is. Aces versus Sparks last Thursday, 160,000 viewers. The Valkyries, who I think is an entertaining team, versus the Lynx, 140,000 viewers. Well, it's going to get a hell of a lot worse from there. It's going to get worse from there. Fever ratings fall without Clark, but the rest of the WNBA Game 1 surge. That headline in itself, the second half of that, but the rest of the WNBA surges, is a joke. It's a joke. Check this out. The WNBA's 4-game slate on ESPN networks was down 16% compared to last year. How about that? According to Nielsen data. However, the decline was driven solely by the 3 p.m. game between the Indiana Fever and Atlanta Dream, which drew 951,000 viewers on ABC. ABC's free over there, antenna. It's free on the antenna. It's on every streaming platform. I mean, Sling, YouTube TV, Direct TV, cable, dish, satellite, whatever you got. ABC. The Fever game was 47% less than 1.8 million the Fever at the Connecticut Sun drew last year. The ratings dropped nearly in half without Caitlin Clark. Now, I will say this. I think if Sophie Cunningham was still healthy, the ratings would be a little bit higher. I think you had people hanging on because of Sophie too. I do. How much they were hanging on compared to Caitlin Clark, I don't know. Probably not nearly as much, but maybe another 100,000 viewers. Who knows? I think when Sophie got hurt too, it greatly hurt things. I'm going to also tell you what greatly hurt things. Stringing Indiana Fever fans, let me keep it real, stringing Caitlin Clark fans along for weeks and months, anticipating her return, only to tell us at the 11th hour she's not coming back. And I think this tells you something right here. 951,000, it was 47% less than the 1.8 million. Guys, that's nearly half. That's nearly half the viewership that Thanos snapped out of existence. I think Caitlin Clark fans sent a message here to the franchise, the Indiana Fever franchise. We don't appreciate what you did and how you handled this. Clark, who's been ruled out for the rest of the season, missed Sunday's game for Indiana. She was available for the Fever last postseason. The rest of the game ones, all which aired on ESPN, averaged 545,000 views. And they're trying to say up 28%. I don't care if they were up 100%. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. I mean, 680,000 for the Lynx and the Valkyries. Look at this. The Liberty at Phoenix Mercury, Natasha Cloud, nobody watched that shit. 481,000. Seattle Storm versus the Aces. Asia Wilson, everybody watching her. Wrong answer. 476,000. Oh, but that's up 3%. I don't care. Plus 3% from crap is still crap. I mean, 481,000 views plus 19% of crap is still just extra 19% added crap. Those ratings are terrible. They're terrible. I mean, that's hilarious. I'm going to brag about the rate. 2 of your playoff games got less than 500,000 viewers. This whole league is teetering on Caitlin Clark. End of story. End of story. So bad Ion and the WNBA are both, somebody there made a conscious decision to quit sharing the ratings, to hide those ratings on a weekly basis. Why? Because they knew people like me and people like Ben Daniel, people like CDS Podcast, we was going to make videos about them ratings and say, you know what? Your ratings suck on the channel that the majority of the games in your league are shown on. 481,000 views, up 19%. Less than 500,000. Wipe all of our asses with that. Really? That's doo-doo. That's the poo-poos. That is bad shit is what that is. Don't try to blow smoke off our ass. Don't try to piss on us in the wind and try to make us think it's raining. Nah. We don't do that on this channel. Those ratings are pathetic. Y'all can brag all you want. I mean, that proves a point. Nobody's ever watched this league, and still nobody is watching this league if Caitlin Clark isn't on the court. or the one person we can 110% verify actually took up for is on the court. I rest my case, Judge. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.